On your Amazon Echo device. Alexa, play Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You say it, I'll play it.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo! It's the realest on the radio, the party bro living in the audio, making everybody go. Yo! Welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on this Friday, October 15th on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com, and of course, YouTube.com/BeefVegan to subscribe. Good morning, Powers.
Toot, good morning.
Yeah, toot for sure. I'm getting ready for today. It's a mixture of emotions today. I'm stoked about it being Friday. I'm stoked about it being payday. I'm stoked about the stuff we have lined up today. It's basically like a free ticket giveaway Friday. I have tickets to give away for Primus. I have a couple pairs of tickets to give away for Primus, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have tickets to give away for Skillet. I have a few tickets to give away for Skillet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's a ticket palooza here on the show all morning long. We're basically going to hook people up. And one way I was going to do it was to send Austin out on the streets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Austin, where I haven't seen.
Yeah. 601.
Where's Austin?
Where is Austin?
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Austin's not going to be able to make it in today.
Oh, my. I'm noticing a threaded narrative.
Yeah, with Austin, the KFMA van, this time it's not Austin's fault, 100%.
Now, I think the jury's still out on that. Go on.
That's true. But yesterday, when the KFMA van went out, whoever was driving the KFMA van somehow broke a seatbelt. And now I could not send Austin out on the streets in a van without a seatbelt because insurance purposes say that's a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, I like to live dangerously, but I understand legalities.
Yeah.
So they asked, when I say they, I mean management, said, well, we could always have Austin just drive out in his own car. And I was like, that's a terrible idea, guys. Like, what am I going to say to our listeners? Go look out for the hoopty, all right, with the homeless looking guy standing by the hoopty to get free tickets. Like, come on. I'm going to inadvertently give our listeners hepatitis, just from bumping into the wrong person. So no Austin today. We'll have Austin 2 times next week, and we'll see out of those 2 times if he shows up on time both times. We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak outside and see if that seatbelt's been cut.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's a conspiracy. Another bummer, another reason why I'm kind of bummed about it is because I got these Beef Vegan Presents stickers for the cars.
Yes.
Excuse me. And actually, they're not stickers. They're decals. They're stickers. I want them to be decals. They're more sticker-like than decals, but I still want them on your windows.
You don't want people to just be able to take them off all willy-nilly.
Well, yeah, I do.
Oh,
because, for the sake of, because I'm always considerate of
We
others.
got a stream. Can I hold one up to the stream?
Yeah,
you should
absolutely.
Hold one up to the stream.
I have 100 of these bad boys. Now, here's what I'm going to do with these. I paid for these myself, as you know, Powers. And the station did not pay for them because why would they do anything
These
for
are
me?
very nice.
Right. So, yeah, these are nice. And my buddy Mike helped me get these all made and everything. They're big. They got my ugly mug on them. But it's a nice logo. I appreciate the logo. And I think it would look great on your windows. The back seat windows, front seat windows. I don't know. As long as it doesn't obstruct your view, right? But this will help us spread the word of the show, the gospel. As ratings came out yesterday, we had a pretty good book. We're still a long ways away from the top. But, we're moving in that direction. And that's what I want. So I feel like this would kind of help, get the word out a little bit.
It will.
And so the good news and the bad news of the takeaway of the ratings coming out yesterday is the good news is we are progressing and we're growing. That's good news. And more good news is that we're still underground, so we are still the best kept secret in Tucson. And I actually look at that as a blessing in disguise because that means we can really do whatever the hell we want and just have a great time until people figure it out that we're here. Then more people that know that we're here, the less freedom we have to jerk around and have fun. So
I thought you were going to say jerk something else. And that's the type of freedom you're talking about.
Yeah. It's a Freaky Friday here. So yes, I have these stickers, and I only have 100 of them. So they're going to go to the 100 diehard friends of the show.
There you go.
And how are you going to get these stickers? If you want to put it on your car, and only if you want to put it on your car. I don't want this on your Hydra.
I was going to ask now. I can't.
No.
No on the water bottle?
No, I don't need. That's $2 out of my pocket. I don't need a $2 water bottle decoration. How many people do you think?
My roommate sees this water bottle.
Right.
And
Exactly. I'm very picky. And you know what? You could be like, well, then I'm not going to take one of your stickers. And that's fine. All right. If it's not going to go on your car, do not take one of these stickers. But if you are going to put it on your car and help, market the show and advertise the show, because I need the help and I appreciate the help, then you could take one of these stickers. But if you're going to do it and you're going to put it on a notebook, or you're going to stick it on your fridge, or you're going to put it in your little sticker collection box because you're a weirdo, no.
I have one that's a lunchbox. It's adorable. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, you cannot have one of those stickers. If it's not on your car, and Powers, I know where your car is parked usually. I will be able to know if a sticker is on it. And if it's not on it, I will put one on it.
I can promise you this. You know what's great and not great? Remember when I first started here a little bit ago?
Yeah.
Windshield smashed in?
Yes.
Brand new windshield. No stick of guts on it from old stickers. Brand new virgin windshield ready to be defiled by you.
It's like it was meant to be.
There it is.
Well, I'm very glad I broke out your back windshield then.
You son of a...
Yeah. All right. So let's get things moving here on the show. We got the Morning Moron coming up. It's a man on meth in Florida with imaginary girlfriend. That's all the teas that you need to know, because it's a fantastic story that we're going to tell you after Breaking Benjamin with the Diary of Jane. And this is the Foo Fighters with My Hero. Let's get Friday going good.
Oh, good.
Going right. Actually, you know what? Let's turn up on this Friday.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. It's the Foo Fighters on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Beef Vegan presents. Let's go. Oh, and we're back here live on the podcast broadcast. Good morning. I love seeing all the comments coming in. Hope we're answering your questions, or give it up for Herb Stratford, who's joining us. Good morning, Herb.
Hello. Good morning.
Herb, we got about 43 seconds before we do a tease here on the FM side.
And I got schooled in how not to do a tease, so I'm just going to be quiet over here.
Why? How did you get schooled on how not to do a tease?
Because I talked too much. You said I gave away everything. It wasn't a tease.
That's true. But are you ready for this next tease? Because I trust you. I mean, we're learning here, and
that's right.
Yeah, you wear glasses. You look like an intelligent man because of that. So, you should be able to bang out and look, if this dummy right here can pull off a successful tease.
I was pointing at himself.
I like how Powers was making sure you weren't pointing at him.
Yeah, your Ivy League ass will definitely be able to do that. All right, 3 seconds. Here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Friday, so that means we got film critic Herb Stratford in studio. It's a contract obligation. Anyways, what are we going to be talking about next, Herb?
We're doing The Last Duel, the medieval drama. We're doing introducing Selma Blair, the documentary, and we're doing an Argentinian kind of thriller called Fever Dream on Netflix.
Nice. Excellent. All right. So all those movies and a whole lot more with Herb Stratford. We're going to talk about his music festival, his film festival that he's throwing, and a whole bunch. It's coming up after POD, so keep it right here to Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. So future reference and note, like saying just a whole bunch of stuff is not really a great tease. So, coming up next.
So just say a bunch of movies.
No, that's me. I'm the one who's saying, and we're going to say like a whole bunch. That's me. I'm bagging on myself. Your tease was good. Yeah, okay. Your tease was good. See.
I'm never sure when you're self-deprecating. I'm sorry.
Right. It's like, are you shitting on you or are you shitting on me?
Exactly.
I don't care as long as there's shit going, and it's true. But we did switch it up because we did do a compliment battle today, Herb, between Powers and I.
Yeah. So
the whole concept of the compliment battle is to go over the top, complimenting each other. It's to lift each other up. You know.
Well, so that seems very out of character for you. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, well, and surprisingly to most people who are listening, I won that compliment battle.
Really?
Hands down. Yeah.
I did not prepare. He did his homework and prepared. Rhyming things about my life and biography. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a lot of general statements about just being handsome and like an all right person.
You want to do a compliment battle, Herb? Like you and I?
You know me and the pressure. I don't,
Well, you can't say nice things?
No, I just let's wait till it's not Film Fest weekend. How about that? We'll do it.
Oh, it's Film Fest weekend's
No,
fault.
I have a lot of stuff going on. My brain is full. May I be excused? Okay.
brain is full. Then you better scalp pop and get some room in there.
No, you had to call back to that, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Boy.
We'll share that video here for you streamers. This
Ooh.
TikTok trend that we're just talking about here before we went live on the podcast broadcast, because it's something that kids are doing. They're popping their scalp. That's not the dumbest thing that I seen kids do, because growing up, I was one of those kids who took turns like passing out and passing each other out. Did you ever do that?
No.
Okay, so yeah, we're my generation was just as dumb, or my group of
Look
friends.
on the screen as me and Herb make eye contact.
It was great. We were looking at each other like, I didn't. How about you?
I need my streamers to back me up on this. Did anyone else do this? So what we would do is you would stick your head between your knees, right? And you would breathe in and out heavily for like 30 seconds. You do that a lot. And then you stand up real quick and then you press the side of your neck like that. And then lights out.
What?
That was the game.
But why?
That's the game?
Yeah.
And then you fall and you crack your skull open. I mean, why would you?
Maybe it's an Arizona thing. So Mike said, yeah, I remember that. Manny said yes.
Wow.
You press against your neck. Yep. Yeah, look at that. And JJ, I mean, all of us idiots here are just like,
Wow.
yeah, we used to pass each other out all the time.
And then what? Do you use smelling salts to wake each other up, or you slap
How
each
long
other
does it
around,
last?
or what?
Because it's like that's like UFC, WWE pass out. Like
Yes.
it's you get, which is not the word. Oh, he choked him out. Oh, he's up, and he's up.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, you can
it-
die from it.
Yeah.
Technically, I haven't met a kid who has died from it, but yeah, that was part of the thrill.
It's probably harder to. I get the asphyxiation belt thing.
Yeah,
because
right.
The belt doesn't loosen. The second you pass out,
Yeah.
you kind of loosen up anything
Right.
that's happening.
Yeah.
And it's
If that
hard
was
to
the
keep choking
safeguard,
yourself when you're out.
if
you
you're
know?
going to consider that the safeguard, then that was the safeguard.
I'm assuming
but-
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like because you hear about those belt things.
So
Well,
JJ said 30 seconds out cold is the
All
longest he ever witnessed. And so that's pretty much what it would be. Sorry, I blew your mind real quick. Let's talk movies.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
Okay.
Rock
Well,
Order 2.1. We are on the air, Herb Stratford. Learn how to do radio, dude. Jeez. We're talking to film critic Herb Stratford. We have a lot of things to cover this hour as he hangs out with us each and every Friday. First things first, movies. All right. Is there anything that we should be excited about coming out this weekend?
Absolutely. There's something that I'm totally jacked about, and that is The Last Duel. And so The Last Duel is Ridley Scott, the director, who gave us, Gladiator and Alien and everything else, right? So his new film is a medieval piece. I'm gonna lose somebody here in this room in a minute when I talk about cast, but it's Adam Driver.
Okay, I'm in.
It's Ben Affleck.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And it's Matt Damon.
Oh my god!
I know, right? Weird, right? It's not set in Boston, so Jodie Comer is the woman in this film. So So this is set in 14th century France. It's based on a true story of a woman who accused somebody of like raping her, and then there was this duel between the two guys for her honor, right?
Yeah.
And it's a true story. And I mean, Ridley Scott, the guy brings it on every level. He brings, when he does a film, like it's just awesome.
Right.
So I'm there despite the Ben Affleck, kind of connection. You look at the trailer, honestly, it looks remarkable. It looks really cool. It was 87% on Rotten Tomatoes yesterday, so I'm pretty jacked about this one. Did not get a chance to see it myself, but I did see the next film, which is a documentary about Selma Blair. You guys remember?
Yes, but real quick, is Matt Damon trying to win awards for this? Because I did notice pictures of him in this film where he uglies himself up, right? He has like a scar. And if you're a good looking actor, the way you win awards in Hollywood is to make yourself look average or ugly.
Make yourself look average,
or you play somebody who is, has a disability in some way,
Right,
form, or
right.
shape,
Yeah, like a
Rain Man or
movie
something.
critic. Yeah.
No. Not like a movie critic, no. He
Alright.
may be, but it's like that. This movie and Stillwater, he's doing a lot of movie. That movie where he's like the redneck in France trying to get his daughter out of the jail, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to spread his wings, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Matt Damon's trying to be somebody other than just Ben Affleck's sidekick.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
How do we do that? Oh, I know. I'll be Ben Affleck's sidekick in this next movie.
Yeah.
His
I'll be the
ugly
ugly one.
True.
Yeah, I'm the
True.
ugly one. In short. All right. So what's the next film you were talking about?
So introducing Selma Blair. You guys remember who Selma Blair is, right? She was
Yes, the actress.
Yeah, the actor. She was in Hell.
Wild Things.
Hellboy. She was in Wild Things. You know, she was in a lot of things, right? You know, she's a pretty girl. She was in Cruel Intentions, right? You know,
right.
So this is a really interesting film that debuted at South by Southwest, and it basically she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, right?
Yes, MS,
and very, very sad. And really has totally changed her life. But what's interesting about this film is it's a very verite. It's a very true life documentary where she's got the camera like in her house with her, right? Like, so you're seeing her and she can't go up the stairs, right? You're seeing her. She's all the symptoms, right? You're seeing her career disintegrate because no one's gonna, like Michael J. Fox, you're not gonna hire somebody who can't perform.
Right.
And you're seeing her, that honesty, you're seeing her family struggles. So it's a very tough watch, but I mean, it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. Right. So it's hard. It's so heartbreaking. It's so well put together. I'm assuming that it got 100%, but
it is. But it's not a feel good film.
No,
you know what I mean? You're not going to walk out of there going, yeah, that was awesome. You're like, oh, I really feel horrible for her. I hope something can change.
Yeah, because they didn't cure MS yet, obviously, and so she's still. So you see her deteriorating. Throughout this film,
it's over. It's not over like years, but I mean, you're seeing. She has good days, she has bad days, and your heart just sort of breaks for her because. She is, some people only know her as like the hot chick, right? From whatever, or Hellboy's girlfriend or whatever it is, right? And you see her, it's like a really honest, intimate portrait of somebody who's struggling with a disease that, is just destroyed every aspect of her life. And I think the bravery of being, a lot of Hollywood people would not let somebody see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's very brave of her to let the cameras see you on your worst day. I mean, that's interesting.
And this makes me even more mad that we did not get the trilogy of Hellboy. We didn't get one more of, Del Toro, or not Del Toro.
It was Del Toro.
Oh, Del Toro,
yeah.
Hellboy film, and
the reboot just did not do it. And I think Perlman was Hellboy.
Ron Perlman definitely is Hellboy, and then Selma was fantastic in her role as well. So
and Doug Jones, everybody that was in those first two movies. The reboot with David Harbour. I mean, I can see why people thought David Harbour was a good replacement
because he has a chin.
But no.
Wasn't that Hellboy a kind of a reboot? And I'll be honest, again, big comic book nerd fan. I was like, one day the trailer comes out that's coming out tomorrow. I'm like, well, this was poorly. It was like, what is this? That's why it came and went.
It's true. It disappeared quick.
All right. We got to hit the reset, but on the live broadcast podcast is streaming on KFMA as a Facebook page and youtube.com/beefvegan. We're going to talk about the movie that you need to see on Netflix this weekend. And we have a whole lot more with Herb Stratford. So stick around to Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. I just had to do that for the sake of time. And so and tease and try to drive people to our podcast as we're hanging out here. JJ's hanging out, Manny's hanging out, Anthony's hanging out. And just those three. No, I'm just kidding. Mike's hanging out.
I gotta share the stream. Go share the stream.
Yep, I did that. Okay, so what is the Netflix movie? Oh, wait. Besides the Netflix movie, do we have anything else coming to streaming services?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could talk about Halloween Kills is on Peacock. I mean,
we'll talk about that
on air.
Oh yeah, on air for the next one because we got to make fun of Peacock for that.
So we can just talk about Fever Dream right now on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay. So
so an ad for this.
It's it's pretty good. So it's an Argentinian film. So it's from Argentina.
Is it overdubbed?
It is. It's overdubbed, but I will tell you, it's overdubbed well. Right. So like the voices match the look of the characters. Unlike
Squid Game.
I love the dubbing because of what they do in Squid Game, but you wouldn't want that in this type of a movie.
Right.
So this is a very slow burn sort of almost, I don't want to say a horror movie, but there's like some horrific kind of things going on, but it's not like a jump scare or like a bloodfest or anything. It's this sort of creeping malaise kind of, something's going on. And the way they unfold it, so it starts and there's this voiceover of this woman and a young boy's voice, and she's, trying to describe things. And he's like, no, you need to go back further. And what about this? And what about that? So he's sort of coaching her and trying to get her to figure out what's going on, right? And that's the vocal, right? You hear that, and then on camera you're seeing some of these events that she's describing, so you know that she's like remembering something that's happened. So it sort of sets up this sort of mystery, and you know, it basically the woman is, you know, she is the boy is not her child, so you know there's something else going on. There's two women on camera, there's this kid, so you're kind of like, okay, something's gonna go south, right? And we just don't know how soon it's gonna go south. But it does go south. And so it's a very interesting thing, because I always like seeing films from different countries that are in genres that maybe we're so used to. Like, you know, an American horror film would be all slash and burn, right?
Yes.
And this is very much more
psychological.
Yeah, exactly. It's a thinking piece. You have to sort of pay attention. And then at the end of it, you're like, huh, wow, that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, it actually sticks with you. You're like, yeah, that was good. And so, yeah, so this is definitely, it's like 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it should be a little higher. But if you got Netflix and you don't want to just watch, you know, horror movies, you know, all month of October, this is definitely worth checking out.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. And AJ, yes, you can ask questions here. So ask Herb a question, or myself a question if you want. You know, let's talk about Squid Game real quick. Did you enjoy, without spoilers, did you enjoy the ending of Squid Game?
You know, I'm sort of on the fence on it, to tell you the truth. I sort of felt like, you know, I wanted it to go the direction I thought it was going, and I understand why it went the direction that they went, but I didn't expect it. And I was kind of like, huh, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I felt like, you know, you maybe that's just bad on my part to expect, you know, after going through this 10-hour journey that I would get the result that you expected to get. But I guess I sort of felt like, okay, we just opened it up for, you know, for other things to come.
Is that too much to ask, though, to get like a proper payoff and at the end? And I mean, there were some things I saw coming, you know, like the originator of the Squid Game. I saw that coming.
Oh, yeah. My wife saw it at episode 2. She's like, that's this, and this. And I'm like, well, we'll see if you're right. And she was right.
Yeah.
So
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, come on!
You know,
out of here.
I
He's
watched
not even in the stream.
You could support. I watched the Muppets Haunted Man. He recommended that too.
I did.
I'm a Muppets fan. Thank you.
Yes, that's true.
Muppets do Squid Game. That's coming next.
You know what?
I
Probably.
was just thinking the same thing. I would love that. Yes.
That would be
You know,
awesome.
that is one of those things like a meme. Like, pick one movie and you keep one human and the rest are Muppets.
Yeah.
Squid Game might work.
Yeah, it very much would work.
Absolutely. So JJ said, I got Squid Game on my to-do list. So if it's over, gotta check it out now. Yeah, it all came out, all 10 episodes on Netflix, as they do.
Yep.
And I think Netflix paid what, $25 million for that? Did you see the report?
I didn't see a final number, but I mean, whatever they paid, it was worth it.
Yeah, no, it ended up
they could have paid $100 million to be worth it.
Really?
Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
I saw $25 million as the number that they paid, which was the best investment that they made in a decade. Because of how popular that was on a global scale. I think it's still number one trending on Netflix today.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
Like, how do they know it's that? Is that a lot of money if you're buying, quote, a foreign series? Because I'm sorry, this is America. Like, this is the first time I've seen, like, wow, a foreign series is very mainstream. And now you got another foreign movie coming out from wherever. Netflix is really like, and I've wondered why this hasn't happened before. Like, how come this hasn't happened where, like, more people notice foreign stuff, foreign content, because there's people making tons of great stuff, obviously.
Every
Japan's leaked in every once in a while, right?
Right.
But I am curious about that. How was it worth already 25 million? Or
well, I think
was it brand new to us, or did it come out already over there and then we bought it?
Yeah, and I think part of the return is, you know, and this is sort of the big picture of Hollywood is, you know, like the overseas is where all the money gets made, right? So like if something makes 500 million, it might make, you know, 80 million in the US. The rest of it came from overseas territories, right? So Netflix, because they're in, you know, whatever 87 countries or 187, whatever it is, you know, they have to find things, right? And so when you think about an Asian themed show, even if it's Korea or Japan or China or whatever, you know, all of a sudden that Asian market of all of those countries, they say, okay, that's for us. You know what I mean? Like that's our, that you know, that's not just American content. So really you have to look for the global performers, which is why I think it was such a good deal, because, you know, what they're still looking for. And the real interesting part here is what's the tipping point? So at what point in time does Netflix get to a place where they've gotten everybody, right? There's no more subscribers to get, you know, either you have it or you don't, you're not going to get, you know, so they're still adding in territories. So at some point in time, they're going to have that tipping point where it's like, you know what, we can't afford to put this money out hoping that we're adding more signups because there's nobody left to sign up.
Yeah.
Right. And then how does that business model change? Because right now they're still in that growth period. And when you get a title like this that's so buzzy, right? I mean, everybody was talking about it. It's like Tiger King, right? I mean, Tiger King was the breakout hit of the pandemic. Everybody watched it, and they keep how often can you do that?
Yeah.
No, it's true. And again, that's catching lightning in a bottle with Tiger King. They're making more on documentaries.
Right.
That was very well edited because
Yeah,
each one had the biggest cliffhanger on earth.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all true.
A phone call real quick.
Sure.
Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, cuz?
Hey, what up, Donovan? How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you, bud?
I'm doing good, bud. Powers, say hi to my bud Donovan, and say bud when you say hi to him.
Yo, what up, bud? What up, Donovan? How you doing, bud?
Herb, say hi to bud Donovan.
Hey, Donovan, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
We're good.
We're just three buds doing a podcast, bud. You know how it goes, buddy?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what you doing today? I'm glad that you took time out from listening to that other show to hang out with your boy Beef.
That's true. I don't listen to the other station anymore.
Oh yeah, nice. Hey, all right. How come you miss me so much?
No, it's because they won't answer my stupid phone calls.
Oh, because they won't answer your stupid phone calls. Well, maybe if your phone calls weren't stupid, buddy, you don't call them stupid. Yeah, you got to call them awesome phone calls. They don't answer your awesome phone calls.
Every time I call them, they don't say nothing to me. They just already put me on hold or hang up with me.
Oh, okay.
Cold as ice.
They are cold as ice, man. And then we have Herb. Herb is the film critic. He actually pops on that other show sometimes too. Hey, Donovan, bud, can I give you a bunch of random compliments?
Sure.
Okay, so you're gonna love these. Okay, let's say, Donovan, your penis is so big you probably trip on it when you're walking up the stairs.
You too, Donovan?
Yeah, you guys are like twins. In fact, Donovan, if we both whipped it out at the same time, your hog would make mine look pencil sized.
Yeah, that would be true.
Yeah, that would be true. That's right, bud. I know it would be. Let's see. I wish I had more penis things in here, but
Oh my goodness.
I know it wasn't the theme that I was going all the way
Can I
through.
say something?
Sure.
Can you don't talk about that right now because my daughter is in my room?
Oh yeah. Well, don't let her listen to me talk.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's right.
No, the reason I'm saying that is because this is the only part of the house that she could do her schoolwork because I have Wi-Fi in my room.
That's fair. All right. Beef,
Yeah.
Beef, keep it down. Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
That's right. Don't do drugs.
Don't do
talk
those
about
drugs.
your private parts on the
Don't
radio.
do that.
Oh yeah. Definitely
Good
don't.
lesson.
Don't.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Herb.
Yeah. And then your dad, don't let him brag about how hung he is because that's not cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I know what to do.
Okay. What's that?
Okay, we could talk. Okay, we could talk now.
Okay. Good.
He took her out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
No,
Nice.
I took you off the speaker.
Oh, that's good.
Fair.
I didn't know I was on speaker. I got a fun little game for you to play. I bet you this. You know Halloween's right around the corner, right?
Of course.
Okay. I need you to go throughout the house, find a pair of reading glasses. You got reading glasses around there?
I have one. I have a pair on right now.
Excellent. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. With the reading glasses, all right, whip out that massive hog, put the glasses on the tip of the hog,
Oh my God.
and it will look exactly like Herb Stratford.
Oh,
My
oh
Lord.
man.
I said,
Oh.
sorry, I'm reaching. It's Friday. It's
Oh.
Friday. I'm just messing around.
Wow.
I know. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, Donovan. And it wouldn't look exactly like Herb Stratford.
Wow. And I come in here on my own volition. I drive
you
up
do.
here.
And I appreciate you. This is how I show my appreciation.
I'm not getting paid or nothing.
No, nobody is. I know. I'm sorry, Donovan. I didn't mean to be mean to my buddy Herb on that. I was just calling him, whatever.
Hey, friends to friends.
Friends to friends, bud. That's Herb. It's just friends to friends. This is compliments. I got compliments for you, Herb. Like I bet you, you leave a penny but never take a penny. That's a nice guy. How nice a guy you are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet you you come to a full stop at stop signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you only give 5-star reviews on Yelp.
I don't do Yelp reviews.
Oh,
literally.
he's a critic. Oh, he doesn't do the amateur shit.
Oh,
He's a pro.
that's true. Look at
That's a
that.
miss.
That's right. You don't get given away for free.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a Liz. Donovan like that one. Well, yeah, I guess you don't do that. I do know the one thing I forgot I was going to say is I do know that you won't give bad reviews that you've given before to directors' faces. You'll switch around. And so
when I get ambushed and you put Kevin Smith in front of me and make me repeat my slam of his horrible movie Yoga Hosers.
Oh, you say horrible now because he's not in the room. Kevin Smith is watching the stream right now. You want to take that back?
If he is Kevin, we need to talk.
That's so funny because
I did
if there's
text him the other day.
anything, right, if there's anything to say, you can probably tell Kevin Smith that Yoga Hosers was not good. What's he going to say? How dare you?
Right.
He's
No,
the
he's
most like amicable. He's like, oh, I understand.
As long as you weren't like the actresses in there was the worst.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that might
that's true.
be-
That's true. I can't pick
Don't
on his
go too
daughter.
far.
Yeah, that's very
That would have
true.
been a really funny thing to do.
Well, that was the premise. That's what we attempted to do.
Like start to
We
lean and
wanted-
then be like, and don't get me started on those actresses.
Yeah, we wanted internet gold on that, and I have like 30,000 hits on that video, something like that, because I put the clickbaity title in there. But then they're like, I got comments being like, "Oh, you lied to me," and I'm like, "Well, I didn't lie to you. That was the idea of the whole bit." Herb lied to you.
Yep.
All right, we got 5 seconds.
All right, guys.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents on this podcast broadcast. Yes, we are broadcast on the FM dial, and we're also a podcast that you can view right at our Facebook page on Rock 102.1 and, of course, on YouTube, youtube.com/Beef Vegan. Now, Herb Stratford, what are we watching on our streaming service this weekend?
Well, so the big thing on Peacock is Halloween Kills.
Okay.
And so what's interesting about this, and Powers and I were sort of talking about this, they had a screening last night in about, I don't know, maybe 2,900 theaters where they screened it for one night. And then it dropped on Peacock for like 2 weeks. And then it's back in theaters for in 3,000 theaters for the release. So it's this weird little sandwich. Like, why do you put it in theaters and then put it on Peacock?
Right.
Blows my mind.
And honestly, this is Halloween Kills, right? This is the second of the sort of rebooted Blumhouse Halloween, thing. And Blumhouse is doing a great job resuscitating careers, and franchises. But what a weird thing. I mean, Peacock? I don't get it. So I had a chance to watch it last night. And the last Halloween movie, sort of the reboot, the first one, was a PG-13, which is sort of interesting when you think about, Halloween's sort of a violent film.
Yeah,
right?
nobody wants to see a PG-13 horror film.
No,
period.
Unless it's Austin Powers, I married an axe murderer or something. I mean,
right.
Yeah, that's comedy though. That's comedy.
Yeah. So it's interesting because this is this one. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. It's got a cast of interesting characters. Anthony Michael Hall, who just looks like he lives, in a van down by the river.
Okay.
And I think he looks like that just in real life. I don't understand what's going
no
on.
makeup
with him right now.
necessary. Yeah.
Just looks really rough.
He's bagging on him. He's
And
taking my stick.
it's a very, very violent film.
Okay.
Right? But at the end of the day, it's a guy sort of just walking up and killing people. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of it feels very, very retro horror, I mean, it's done, the titles and everything and, the music, and it's very John Carpenter. I mean, the ode is there. It's very much in Carpenter's, his genre that he owns. So I don't know. I mean, if you're a fan and you feel like, hey, I love Halloween and I'll eat these stories up all day long, especially in the month of October, it's okay. It's all right.
Right.
I mean, it's not breaking any new ground, but there are some spectacular kills. I will tell you that.
Oh, that's
There you
good.
go.
So creative kills?
Yeah.
We see some
yeah.
new and improved kills. Because how many different ways can you really kill someone?
And you got to keep with these video games now, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
Creative kills.
All right.
it's
So, but it doesn't make sense. The whole business structure of that does not make sense.
That's weird.
I understand maybe HBO's business structure where they're like, hey, get HBO Max and then you can watch this movie here for a couple weeks and then we're going to take it away for a month while we do a theater run and then we'll bring it back. But one day and then 2 weeks on Peacock,
Yeah, which is like the stepchild of all the streaming services.
Yeah, nobody has it.
Yeah.
I still don't even get that model or even the Disney Plus model or any of these things where they're trying to be like, oh, go pay for it here, but it's also here for either free, cheaper, or like Disney's idea, 10 times the price. Which one? Like, it's insane because no one's gotten it right. And everyone's just been like, every movie's a flop, isn't it? Because look at this. It's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really knows. And then the thing about Disney too is I'm frustrated because they're milking it forever. So I'm like, you know what? If Mandalorian was out season 1 on Blu-ray, I would go buy that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And not that Disney Plus it's there. You know what I mean? I can watch it. I have a subscription. I pay for it, whatever.
Right.
But it's just like, I sort of would like to own some of that content. You know
it
what
doesn't
I mean?
make sense.
You want to own some Star Wars content? You want to own it?
I know,
as a
shocking.
fan?
I have like 9 versions of the original movies every time they come out. Lord of the Rings too. Like, extended cut, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
So,
All right, we're going to continue this conversation on the podcast broadcast. When we come back, Herb Stratford's throwing a film festival here on the streets of Tucson. It's a fantastic good time. We're going to talk all things about that film festival, how you could be a part of it and check it out and have a good time with your friends and family. Coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Clear. All right. I got to talk. Come on in. I'm going to play our compliment battle real quick. And we're going to be back here live. Stick around and comment amongst yourself. Hey, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's time for the compliment battle, our first ever here on the program. It's very simple, and we're going to need your help to decide who wins this round of compliment battles. 600 KFMA at 600-5362. The rules are simple. We're going to get in a heated debate back and forth. Powers and myself giving each other compliments. Whoever could out-compliment the other wins the compliment battle. Are you ready for this, Powers?
I am so ready, you good-looking bastard.
Hey, well, I'm glad that you are ready, you sexy son of a supermodel. Yeah. All right. So, and I'm warning you right now, some of my compliments, they rhyme. So I drop bars, son.
I know that is one of the things that might be your edge right here, and I might have to think quick on my feet.
That's right.
To compete. Haha.
Oh, look at you. All right. Well, I'll let you go first because you're the better man.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
Most people do think I'm the better man, but really only as good as the company we keep. And look at the man sitting to my left. It doesn't get better than this.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
Man, you probably trip on your penis walking up the stairs.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
I mean, if that were so true, I'd only be envious of you because I've seen you trip on your penis. I mean, I barely can say it. I'm just so choked up on your penis. I don't want to say it like that.
You can't say that.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
Look, Powers, you're a comic artist, the smartest. Someone even call you an innovator. I swear to God, you're so nice. I'm probably going to try to buy you dinner later.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
That did have a rhyme, but if God had a face, he'd be lucky if he looked half as good looking as you, because I'll tell you what, when it comes to this face, there ain't no place but this place right here. I just rhymed place twice. That don't count as well.
Doesn't count.
But go. I mean, you're good looking, better than God. That's
okay.
fine.
Oh, better than God. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
Man, I'm going to compliment you until you have a compliment boost. You're tall without shoes. You make balding look cool. You opposite fool. I bet you got honors in school. You're the sharpest tool in the shed. A legend identified. If we both whipped it out at the same time, your hog would make mine look pencil size.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
I mean, you're really nice when you want to be. That counts. That's nice. I called you nice.
Okay.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
They call him Powers because he bangs for hours. Yeah, it's been documented. No rhyme.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
You're such a good guy that you check your inbox all the time. Thanks for watching that video that I just sent you about that thing that you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Very good.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
All right, I'm going for the kill here. You hold the door open for strangers in public. All right. You come to a full stop at stop signs. You leave a penny, but never take a penny. You are responsibly sort your recycling each and every day. You always tip 20% on every dollar. You always give 5-star reviews on Yelp. When you drink the last cup of coffee, you always brew a fresh pot. You ready for the last rhyme?
Bring it.
You have a Fabio body, bro. The cardio of Olympic sprinter. The thought of you doing a show with me keeps me warm throughout the winter.
Oh, my good Lord.
Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments. give me compliments. I said, give me compliments.
Mic dropped. I don't know if you could be. Yeah, I am proud of myself. I did. I gave Powers a heads up last night.
I made a lot
you had a heads up and you didn't prep?
I was going to use all the people that helped me cheat on Facebook, and then I couldn't get the link up fast enough. And then a lot of mine were generals, where he's just like, you exactly are this and all this stuff about your actual life. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And they're that
I
goes to show you that I've been paying attention.
Well,
much
true.
too.
I don't.
Yeah. I could do the same thing for you, Herb. I pay attention. I mean, I shit on you consistently, but I actually have a lot of respect for you, and I could battle you in compliments all day long. You wouldn't have a chance.
I believe you.
Yeah. And my girlfriend liked the compliment battle too, huh?
I thought I'd be going against Austin.
Yeah, Austin can't do shit. Like
is Austin like? I think last time I was here last week, he was in the doghouse.
Yeah,
and he did good again for a day.
He actually did an emotional email read. So he sent me an email basically begging to stay on the show and for me not to fire him. So as I like to do, I put some sappy music to it, and I had him read it on air.
Oh.
Yeah. And then so he's supposed to come in today and then hit the streets, give out some stickers and tickets, and had it all planned out. And I got a call last night, and this time it wasn't Austin's fault. The seatbelt in the KFMA van, gave out or broke or something.
That's legit. Yeah, you gotta be safe.
So I'm going to have Austin twice next week. So we'll see. But back to the compliment battle stuff. This actually started off my day pretty good because yesterday wasn't my greatest day. I got ratings out in there. They're improving, but it wasn't, great. And, the old guy, he's still number one, which is great. I'm fine, but I wanted to at least be in the top 3. I'm in the top 10, so that's good news. But the Hume is growing. Everything's growing. So there's no decline. It's all growing, but it's slow as molasses. So, but that affects me. It bums me out. And then Powers posted about the compliment battle. And then so people started throwing out compliments for Powers to use against me, right?
Yeah. Like, are these for beef? Tell them. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah. So inadvertently, I started lurking on his page and I'm reading these compliments. At first, I'm thinking it's people giving Powers compliments. And then I realized those are direct compliments for me. Like Jay wrote, epic beard, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. I've been growing this motherfucker for a while. Nice. Good radio voice, like, oh yeah, and then good microphone usage, which that is my favorite compliment. I'm like, thank you for noticing. I'm a master of the craft when it comes to microphone handling, and I forgot
that's what she said.
Terminology for it. Yeah.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I won a lot of my rap battles based off of my mic technique and being able to properly use a microphone. So yeah, he says I don't hear a lot of clicks or pops when you're speaking, and so that was good. And then another one, let's see, little Daniel, he had some good burns, but let's see, another one was from Alana, who was in playing Last Word last week, I think.
Yeah.
So she met me and she said these compliments. I trust you so much I would show you all my tattoos. Like, that's a good one. You're such a man. You have something called a career. Like, oh, yeah, I do have a career. As fickle as it is and unpredictable, it's a very abusive relationship. It is still a career. You look like someone who has full coverage insurance, which is seriously like she's touching my heart right now. I don't, but I still look like it. And I appreciate that. And she's like, you are so established. You pay for your own Disney Plus account. And I do. And
wow.
I know.
Yeah. That's the sign of a grown-up.
Right? Little does she know if I was, and like those compliments were so good for a second there. I was like, does Alana want to bang me? But yeah, I know. I immediately take it there. But I will tell you this: if I was single to impress a girl, I wouldn't mention my Disney Plus account. I would mention that I've just recently signed up for premium Paramount Plus.
Why?
Why?
I'll tell you why. So he can
know why.
So he can get the Challenge All-Stars and the Challenge. There's something else that's the reunion, the Los Angeles reunion.
And all the seasons of the Challenge. And I'll tell you right now, that investment is ruining my life. And I will say this. I have been fucking mind-numbingly watching nothing but the Challenge for like 10 days straight. I go home, I just put it on. I'm watching all different types of random seasons. I'm watching 3 seasons at one time. I got a season that I'm watching with my girlfriend. I got a season that I'm watching by myself. And then I got a season to put on in the background when we're all in the same room.
Nice. Nice.
And you know what I'm not doing? Work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing video games. I'm not doing shit. Like,
the challenge ruined my life.
Yes. Saturday night, my girlfriend goes out to the casino to see a concert, right? The Midland concert. Saturday night, I'm chilling. Powers lives a block away from me, walking distance. I'm by myself, right? I could easily hit up Powers, be like, hey, you want to play some video games, smoke some weed, do anything like that, just to see what he was up to. I could have went to the casino myself and played some poker tournaments because I had a little bit of money in my pocket and I haven't been to the casino in a while. And that seems like a good time. And my girlfriend's already at the casino. I could have took her home with me. I didn't do any of that. I sat on the couch. I watched 8 episodes of the fucking challenge. Wow. Seriously. I can't help it. I got a problem.
Apparently.
Yeah, I have
the only time I've ever heard of this show was the one time the two of you talked about the challenge. Just like this, really.
And honestly, if it wasn't for his obsession with the challenge, I would feel worse about myself. But the fact that he likes it, I'm like, funny. This guy reads books and he likes the challenge. All right, good. I guess I'm not that full of
books and glasses. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I used to enjoy. I used to, when I was working like crappy restaurant jobs and stuff. I would come home and I would watch Beavis and Butthead because I needed something that was just mindless entertainment, and this is the same kind of thing.
It is and it isn't, because it is something that turns your mind off, but it keeps you engaged. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, I could come up with ideas for my games watching the challenge.
That's true.
I don't.
You could though.
Yeah.
Those are physical challenges, and these are mental challenges.
Right. True, and even my girlfriend who's watching right now, she's like, he definitely has a problem. Yeah. But she's watching the challenge with me now. So she's just as addicted. That's how it is, for sure. And it's weird because it shuts your brain off, but it also keeps you awake and engaged. Mm-hmm. The way that they are the masters of the tease.
Okay.
Right. And knowing when to go to commercial break. And I don't even have commercials. I paid an extra $50 just so I don't have to sit through commercials to watch 500 hours of the challenge. I have a problem. 3 seconds. Let's talk about your film fest. All right.
All right.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. There's a big film festival coming to town, and I would love to go there, but I'll be watching the challenge at home.
Hey, here's the good news. It's like 2/3 streaming, so you can interrupt your challenge by going to Film Fest Tucson. This is our 5th year, and if you click for the streamers, Brad, if you click on View Films up there on the top.
Well, you click on that. I put it on the screen there.
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah,
all right.
And it's beef. We're on a whole nother show, dude.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm like, who?
Yeah, so this is filmfesttucson.com. Is this the website?
Yeah, this is the website, and basically we're doing 36 movies this year, shorts and features, and 30 of them are streaming. You buy a pass for $25, and you can sit and watch these movies from last night through Sunday night. But we're also doing 6 in-person screenings, free outdoor screenings. And
I love that.
So one of them is Alien on Stage, which is just a really great film about this group of British bus drivers who are amateur thespians, and they do a stage production of Alien.
That's fantastic.
And they make all of the props and the sets, and it's just amazing. Film about competitive table setting. That's just
is that a real thing?
It is a real thing.
Everything's a real thing. Oh my God.
Yep.
Competitive. That's insane. And is there like cash prizes for being a competitive and for being a professional?
You get ribbons.
Is there play-by-play? Does someone put play-by-play?
No, but think about Best in Show and how that was like hilarious, but that was made up.
Yeah,
this is real.
That was a parody. It was a satire.
So, yeah. So that's their, and then we've got a bunch of other great films. Like we've got documentary, The Becoming Cousteau. Did you guys grow up watching Cousteau?
Jacques Cousteau.
A little bit. So
we know the legend of
him.
Yes.
Stanley Kubrick, the great director. I've got a great French documentary about Kubrick. A documentary about the Beatles called Meeting the Beatles in India, which is very interesting and timely.
Nice.
United States versus Reality Winner, which is a really fascinating story about this woman named Reality Winner.
Oh, right? Really? Okay.
And she is an NSA whistleblower. She blows the whistle about Russian interference in the election, and Trump goes after her.
Oh, what?
And so she's been, in jail and persecuted, and so it's a really interesting documentary about her case and how they've really just, silencing anybody who, and not the level of like Edward Snowden. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like this
yeah.
is like
That's what I was
this is
wondering.
like a low level NSA person that saw something and she said something's wrong here, and they just go after her like she was, Benedict Arnold.
Really?
It's really amazing. So
Oh no.
yeah, so great films. Like I said, 6 of them are in free in-person outdoor screenings. 2
Where's
of those
it?
are tonight. 2 of them are at Main Gate Square behind Chipotle. There's this amazing video wall they installed.
Nice.
So we're going to be there tonight for Bernstein's Wall, which is a doc about Leonard Bernstein, and then Dear Mr. Brody at 9:00, which is about this guy Michael Brody, who is like a sort of a hippie heir to a big corporate money. He had like $150 million, and he was like, this is 1968, and he's like, you know what? I'm just free love. I'm going to give away everything. So all these people wrote him letters and said, Dear Mr. Brody,
Give me money.
I got cancer. I whatever. I want to buy a house, whatever. So, literally 50,000-60,000 letters come in, right?
Yeah.
He ends up committing suicide, never gives any money away.
Oh no.
Okay. These letters end up sitting in a warehouse, right? Never opened, nothing. These filmmakers hear the story. They go, they find the letters, they get permission from the family. They start opening the letters, reading the letters, and then tracking the people down that wrote the letters.
Oh no.
It is a really great doc. And it just is, it's just, we don't write letters anymore. It's emails, right?
Sure.
So the idea that these people from all over the world were writing letters saying, oh, I can't afford groceries or, whatever, I need this operation. And so it's this amazing, and then they go and talk to these people, 50 years later and say, do you remember writing this letter? And here it is. And they actually ended up setting up an archive where you, as a random person, I think it's in Texas, you can go and open a letter and read it.
Wow.
How, what amazing like time travel, right? You're like connecting with like, this whole, there's still, I think 20,000 unopened letters.
So did this Mr. Brody kind of pull like a Michael Scott and from The Office? Like
Scott.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice reference.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it like that where he promised something he just couldn't cash, and then when he kind of got caught on it, he's just like, I'm out.
It's
He
weird.
didn't even open them.
No, it's weird.
No,
yeah,
I know.
He like Scott's Tots. I think Michael Scott. I mean, I mean, that's a different story. But I mean, the thing is, I think he probably felt that way. Like, yeah, I don't need this money. I'm going to give it away. But he was, he ended up on the Ed Sullivan Show. I think he was on like Cavett. I mean, he was like a celebrity because he was going to give away this money. And then I think the pressure got to him.
Yeah.
And then that's probably
Like how soon after? Oh, don't spoil it. I'll see the
but you
documentary.
should watch it. It's really amazing.
And that's airing tonight when?
Tonight at 9:00 at Main Gate Square, and it's free. So
okay, there you go.
So there you go.
We're gonna have
And then
to check that out.
the competitive table setting thing is at 8:30 tomorrow night at the Children's Museum lawn. So
Nice. And you get more information on that on the website.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is TucsonFilmFest.com.
Filmfesttucson.org.
Filmfesttucson.org.
Some arrangement of words. Just look them all up.
We'll put the link on our pages as well. So when you're watching the live stream back, you could go check that out. And it's perfect time of year too, because the weather's been fantastic.
Yep.
So you can sit outside, COVID free.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't guarantee that for legal reasons, but it's safe and secure and super nice. So excellent job, Herb. You continue to make Tucson better. And that's a compliment that I'm going to give you before we wrap the show up today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you helping me make things better by letting me come and talk about them. So
there you go. All right. So we're going to end it on that cheesy note since it's Friday.
Compliments.
Compliments all day long. Here's my challenge to you guys listening at home. Make sure you compliment a stranger or even compliment somebody that you know.
Over the top.
Yes. Those compliments go a long way. So we're going to pay it forward with compliments. And then we'll catch you Monday morning as I have the finalists for Night Fight in studio. And I have so many tickets to give away. You have no idea. We got a lot of fun stuff that we're going to hook you up with. Herb, thank you so much yet again.
Thank you.
And Powers, as always, we'll see you next Wednesday. For the rest of you guys, drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.